Next, a heavyweight mixed martial arts contest, the one we've all been waiting for. Buchecha is finally here. The BJJ sensation takes on Anderson Silva.
Representing Brazil, Anderson Braddock Silva.
You talk about one of the most devastating strikers on the planet. You talk about this man, Anderson Silva. The damage this guy can do in 4-ounce gloves in kickboxing and Muay Thai is just scary. The way he has annihilated opponents like he did to world champion Andre the Giant Munier is just a scary sight. This guy is a beast.
Yeah, Michael, and it's all about the hands with Braddock Silva. He's got a lot of other weapons, but those hands are serious weapons. I like the way he throws those uppercuts. He's got beautiful counter striking. Look at that. Munier was coming in. He's leaned out the way, countered with a beautiful hook. That's the dangerous thing about Anderson Silva, is the angles at which he throws those punches. And so he needs to utilize those hands very carefully and often with Buchecha. I like the uppercut that Anderson Silva's got. That's going to deter that oncoming shot that comes from Buchecha. The keys to Braddock Silva's victory here are going to be, you got to keep it on the feet. He's got to move around. He's got to stay elusive. He wants to utilize that straight 1-2 to really start to keeping Buchecha on his back foot. He does not want to tangle on the ground with the multi-time BJJ world champion.
Buchecha was originally scheduled, I believe, to face Braddock, but I believe Anderson Silva is the tougher opponent, Mitch, the more dangerous.
Representing Brazil, Marcus Buchecha Almeida.
There has been so much excitement around the martial arts world since this man announced his move to MMA. One of the all-time greats in BJJ, a 17-time world champion. 13 of those world champions under the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation banner. 138 BJJ wins, and finally he's here in One Championship. Mitch, this is what the sport of mixed martial arts was always all about. Style versus style. Here we have a pure BJJ guy of the highest level against a pure kickboxing world champion.
I love these style clashes, Michael. I absolutely love them, especially when really high-level athletes cross over into mixed martial arts. And you cannot get no higher than Buchecha. He's done everything inside Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And now to see him cross over into mixed martial arts, he has got fans around the world salivating. And the thing about his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game is I think it applies itself perfectly to mixed martial arts. He's got to close the distance, and he's got to get tight, and he's got to get that takedown, obviously. But he's got a really explosive double leg. He's got great top control, and I'd like to see the way that he's going to start utilizing the ground and pound.
This is how they stack up in our talent attack for this heavyweight mixed martial arts contest. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Both two tall men, 1 centimeter the taller Anderson Silva. Our global mixed martial arts rule set, 3 by 5 minute rounds, but the bout will be judged as a whole. Knees to the head of a grounded opponent are legal. Here's Dom Lau.
And now, this match is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in a 1 heavyweight mixed martial arts contest. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he stands at 192 centimeters tall, holding a kickboxing record of 52 wins and 20 losses. Training out of New Level Academy and TFT, representing Brazil. Please welcome Anderson Braddock Silva. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a 17-time BJJ World Champion, standing at 191 centimeters tall, holding a BJJ record of 138 wins and 14 losses. Training out of AKA and Evolve MMA, representing Brazil. Introducing Marcus Buchecha Almeida. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athlete center. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. I expect a clean match. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourself at all times. Do not strike the back of the head. Let's watch the spine. Let's watch the low blows. You want to touch gloves? Do it now. Back up.
Final instructions from Justin Brown. The tension for this one. Oh, my word. I am on the edge of my seat, as I'm sure you are, wherever you're watching around the world. So many fans tuning in. And we say a big hello to Alessio and Luca in Eltham, Australia. This one could get crazy.
Let's go.
I spoke to Buchecha a couple of days ago, and he predicted a first-round finish via armbar of Anderson Silva. Anderson, well, he predicted a knockout. Buchecha looks for the takedown early and gets it. Not where Silva wants to be. On his back with a BJJ 17-time world champion on top of it.
Beautiful job to reap the outside leg, and now he's pretty much in full mount. Braddock Silva's got to be very careful. He does not want to hold the head like this. This could give up that possible armbar. You can see the way that Buchecha is circling the head away from the wall so that Silva cannot back himself up and use the wall to get back up. You can see he's just trying to hold the head. Buchecha could just push the arms off and take full mount. You can see how he's framing off the face now, sits himself up, and Braddock Silva goes to the body lock. He needs to let go of that body lock and start pushing down on the hips and to create a scramble to get some movement, because this is a bad spot to be in for
Defend yourself,
Silva.
Lou.
Measured elbows to the side of the head from Buchecha. Anderson Silva must find a way back to his feet, and he's got to do it soon, because down here on the ground, it's Buchechaville, and he can just dismantle Silva in so many ways.
You can see that left arm that Buchecha's got on his side right there. There's an arm triangle now. He might be able to jump over to the side if he clears that leg. You can see Silva's kind of panicking right here. He's not really fully adjusted to being on the ground.
Wouldn't you be panicked if you had a 17-time BJJ world champion doing this to you?
I would. So I cannot hold that against him. I can't. But he's got to be a little bit more sound and a little bit more careful not to make these kind of mistakes. Because right now he's got basically three-quarter mount for Buchecha. You can see how he has a little bit of a half guard right there on one side. But it's basically just a full mount for Buchecha. He's calm. He's composed. He's not rushing anything. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see how he utilizes the ground and pound for his BJJ game. He's got such good control. Beautiful step over there into side control. I like the way he used his right palm to block the leg, so Silva couldn't try to get back into half guard, but now he's in north-south.
Look at the trajectory on these knees. He is getting airborne with those right knees to the side of the head and the collarbone of Anderson Silva. Now switches to the other side. Buchecha employing the full rule set here, Mitch.
Looks like he could be going for a north-south choke. He's going to drive his right side, his pec and his lat into the neck of, he's got one arm to it. That might be it.
Is Anderson Silva going to tap out? Says no.
It's a hard choke to get.
He gave the Hulk Hogan finger wave. Nope, not yet. Not tapping out yet, not going to sleep. 2 minutes 10 remaining. It's a long time to survive on the ground with Marcus Almeida. And now he taps. It's good night, Irene. Buchecha victorious in One Championship.
Wow, north-south choke. You don't see that very often. inside mixed martial arts, but that was nicely done. Once he got that control, you could see the way that he had the north-south position locked up. He had the head over, he had the arm over the head, and he slowly started to apply pressure. You could see Silva shook the finger, said he was okay, but the squeeze just kept coming. And eventually he got that tap. Great performance, took 0 damage for Buchecha.
Well, he did predict a first-round submission. He said armbar, but we'll take a north-south choke from Buchecha. Great sportsmanship, that Bushido martial arts code of honor. And Buchecha, delirious on debut in One Championship.
Nice little double leg. We spoke about this earlier. He's got a beautiful double leg takedown. He reaped the outside leg, and then he started dropping those knees to the head of Silva. And this is what I was excited to see. I really wanted to see how he utilized ground and pound. And then there's that north-south choke, has both hands clasped around the head, starts to drop his weight into the neck, gets that squeeze going on, and that was it. Great debut from Marcus Buchecha Almeida.
The limited crowd inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium, loving every moment of this debutante performance. Let's go to Tom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 55 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of north-south choke, Marcus Buchecha Almeida.
Buchecha, impressive indeed. Two Brazilians who have a lot of respect for one another, but only one of them who implemented his game plan from the get-go. Got the takedown, and as we said, once you're on the ground with Buchecha, well, there was no place to go for Anderson Silva, whose sole hope was to try and keep the match on its feet. My word, One Championship revolution so far has been an absolute cracker. And to think this is still the leading card. Let's go now to the Dragon with Anderson Silva.
Anderson, not the result I know you were looking for, but when he had you in north-south position, I saw you shake your finger like you were okay, but then did the choke just get tighter and tighter?
Você achou que você estava bem ali no norte-sul e aí, de repente, ele pegou. O que aconteceu?
Até a hora que eu falei ok, eu tava com o braço, não tava tanta pressão. Quando ele conseguiu tirar aqui meu braço, a pressão aumentou. Fiquei parecendo que tava quase tirando o maxilar do lugar.
I was okay, and when my arm, he took out my arm, the pressure was very hard, and I have to tap.
All right, well, it was a valiant effort, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, Anderson.
Thank you.
Anderson Silva, a brave effort nonetheless to step in with Buchecha. And he will certainly return to One Super Series, Anderson Silva, where he's been so dominant, just cracking opponents in those 4-ounce gloves in Muay Thai. And it looks like in a moment we will have a chat with Buchecha, the winner on debut here at One Championship. And let's go back to Mitch.
Buchecha, very, very exciting performance. You did everything you said you wanted to do. You wanted to end it in the first round. How do you feel?
Man, I feel great. It's like a dream coming true. Start from the zero, a new sport is something hard. But my life is all about challenges, and I did everything in Jiu-jitsu, so I don't feel I have anything else to prove. So I decided to start a new career in MMA, and that was the first step. I'm feeling great, I'm feeling blessed, and really thankful.
Well, you had the north-south choke, but did you not feel quite comfortable with it because you made an adjustment and then you were able to sink it in there a little bit tighter?
Yeah, and first of all, I'd like to thank Braddock, Anderson. He's my friend. He got the fight last second because my opponent got hurt, so props for him. This guy's a legend in his sport, so it was a pleasure to fight him. He's a great guy, my friend. We don't have to pick opponents. This is part of our job. The boss told these names we had to do, but it is what it is. I just would like to say thanks him for accepting the fight. So 3 weeks notice. So he's a real legend too, legend in his sport. So About the question, yeah, I got the side control. I felt the opportunity to get my hand in. He was blocking my arm, and I heard my coach, Leonardo Vieira, saying, wait for the right moment. And then when I locked the hands together, I couldn't get a good grip, but Leo said, he's about to tap, so I said, oh, it's now or never. Then I squeezed as hard as I could, and he tapped. So, like I said, I didn't say that I would submit him in the first round. I said, in the perfect world, that would be perfect, a first round submission. So it's the perfect world happened for me. So.
Well, it was absolutely perfect submission, and you are a welcome addition to our heavyweight division. We'll see you soon, Buchecha.
Thank you very much.
Perfect world indeed for Marcus Almeida. Buchecha tapping out Anderson Silva with a north-south choke in the opening round. And that guy is going to shake up the heavyweight division like no one's business. Folks, we are broadcast to 154 countries today, including Astro, Supersport 2 in Malaysia, and One Sports in the Philippines, BR Live in the USA, and Star Sports Select 2 in India. Because we've got a triple main event, 3 world title fights, including the lightweight